First and foremost, I want to thank all of you who made the trip here today. It was a little bit of a different event than we had planned. We were fortunate enough last week to have the governor come and join us and to do the official ribbon cutting of our facility. And today it's really about you and showcasing what this facility is about and the synergy that's going to happen here with all of our partners. And so after this formal ceremony, hopefully you can join us inside for some tours and get an idea about what we're about. There is so many people to thank to make this day possible. Boy, and I probably would forget people if I listed them by name. Just know from the bottom of my heart and the staff that works here at the Hope Center, Kelly Fritzel and Sarah Bernal, that we're eternally grateful to all of you for all of the effort and sweat, blood, tears, Richmond Center for Healthy Neighborhoods that you gave to us from our community for this last 2-year process. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce some of our elected officials who are here today to say a few words about our facility. And first, I'm going to introduce Assemblywoman Sharon Quirk Silva.
Good morning, everybody. It really is a celebration to be here today for something so needed and so important. As we all know, this sits in North Fullerton, but it's really a coalition of 10 cities that are working together to try to get people off the streets. And what does that mean? That means meeting them where they are. Instead of saying, come up here and we'll talk to you from 9 to 5. It means we're going to go out. You can see these mobile units. You can see a coalition of many providers that are going to be working together, including, and which is unique, our public safety partners. And these public safety partners are many times the first responders. And so this is unique in the sense that we are not going to arrest our way out of homelessness. We know that it has been a stubborn issue. We know that there has been billions of dollars that have been put into it, and yet we still see homeless individuals. And with that, we have to acknowledge that there's been great efforts, but we have to do more. Over 40 people die a month on the streets of Orange County, and that should not be acceptable to anyone. So I am hopeful. As you see, the messaging behind us says the right people, the right resources, right now. And that's what we are here to do. I thank all of the coalitions, from healthcare providers to the young men and women that are going to be out in these vans meeting the individuals, to right here we have Providence. I see Barry Ross on the side here, who has been around for over 20 years building collaboratives, the healthy neighborhood, and again, we can go down a long list, but this is what hope looks like. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that very much. The next person I'm going to introduce has been instrumental in providing for this center. Obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, it takes a lot of people to make this possible. It also takes a lot of money. Not only did our city council step up here in Fullerton to build out this building, and I thank Councilmember Ahmad Zar and his colleagues for that, but also Chairman Doug Chafee from the Orange County Board of Supervisors has been instrumental. He reached out to me at the very onset and said, if there's anything you need, Chief, I'm here for you, and he really came through. And I'd like to introduce you now, sir.
Thank you so much, Chief. You know, I'm Doug Chafee. I'm chairman of the Board of Supervisors, but that pales in comparison to what is being done here. I'm also fortunate to serve as chairman of the Orange County Commission to End Homelessness, and thank you, Chief John, for serving on that commission as well. I'm excited to be here today to celebrate the grand opening. Yeah, it was important last week to have the governor here, because this is a model. It can not only serve the 11 cities that are sponsoring this, it can serve the rest of the county and the entire state. Because homelessness is a regional issue. It's not a separate city-by-city thing. It is something we need to work together, all hands on deck basis, to solve the problem. So what we have here, no one city can afford to do what we're doing here. A city might have a body that they can serve, help them, but they can't do 24/7. By combining resources, that's what we have here, 24/7 services. One of the keys here is how you dispatch. You get a call in. Is this a police call? Or is this a call that we can use social service workers to go out and not only not eliminate the problem, but calm things down, do the triage that we need, and provide resources beyond that so it doesn't repeat. What we have here is a way of tracking some of the homeless people. We don't want to put them through an interview after interview when the same problem is apparent from the very beginning. We have an app that will show among the various shelters, is there a bed available tonight? So we can take them there. And yes, we want to go to them on the street. That's why you see the vans here. Those will be resources that will go out and help solve the problem. Also proud that we have other resources in the county as well. We're doing street medicine, and thank you, Michael Hunn, wherever you are, for the Cal Optima contribution toward going out on the street and serving homeless people for their medical needs, which is not only physical, but mental as well. So it's these resources coming together that is so important. Now there's a vision, at least I have, and I think others in time will have, beyond this. People other than homeless people, I should say also other people, have issues. They may not be homeless, but they may have a domestic problem. They may have a mental health crisis or other things that we can serve. So I want to see us go beyond homelessness because we're going to eliminate that. This is a model to do that. So how do we help everybody else? It's this kind of system that we can do. It's just amazing when you put all these resources together. And we're tracking them. Cal State Fullerton has an app where they're looking at the efficacy of the services. We'll make certain that taxpayer dollars are well spent. Because we don't want to just throw money out there. We want services that actually mean something to go with that. And so with that, I'd like to present to the leadership here, Bob Dunn. It's been a pleasure to work with you for the last 5 years and getting this thought out and done and built. And here's a plaque that I'd like to present to you, if I might.
Appreciate it very much.
Take it out of the way here.
Thank you. So I think, as I said to you throughout this, it wouldn't be possible without the many partnerships. And one of the partnerships that we were able to develop early on was with our federal partners. Senator Dianne Feinstein has been instrumental in getting us funding to staff this center. Congresswoman Young Kim, and then most recently, my friend, Congressman Lou Correa. And I'd like to introduce you, sir, to say a few words.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning, everyone. Let's give a round of applause to the teamwork here in front of you, please. Supervisor Chafee, thank you for your leadership. You know, as you think about what we're talking about here today, think about what is out in the streets every day. When I see a homeless individual, I think to myself, that's somebody's daughter or son who was loved, is loved by their family, and something went terribly wrong in their life, and this is what you have. But for the grace of God, that could be your family member, your child, your parent, your relative. What I'm trying to say, folks, this is not their problem, it's our problem. We're a family, we're a community. Hope Center, homeless outreach and active engagement. And as Supervisor Chafee said, this is not about the homeless only. It's also about addressing the symptoms that get to the point where a person is homeless. Federal, state, local, public safety, and in my opinion, the magic ingredient that makes it all happen, community engagement. Citizenry like you that stepped up and said, we need this to happen right now. And this is what you have. Governor Newsom was here for the ribbon cutting. God, I love it. Because he also recognizes the innovations that are coming out, that are happening here in Orange County. So I just want to say, let's keep up the good work, Orange County, and take care of our communities. Thank you very much.
Okay, and as a representative for the city of Fullerton, I'd like to invite Councilmember Ahmad Zar to say a few words.
Thank you very much for coming. There's not really much more to say. This is a proud moment for all of us here, and especially in Fullerton, because we are the host city of such a wonderful collaborative. I want to thank all our partners, federal, state, and county, and all our community partners that have and will be engaged in this. And a shout out to the Center for Healthy Neighborhoods and Iglet Nunsi, who I know came and worked with our staff to clean up this place when it was just all rubble inside. A big thank you to our staff, Kelly Fritzl and the team, and also our public works, Meg McQuaid, and of course our chief, and all our and Sue Kang. Yes, thank you. There's so many people to thank, honestly. But on behalf of the city of Fullerton, thank you so much. And I know and I trust that with our partnerships, this will hold up to its namesake and make us all proud in helping our unhoused and our communities at large. So thank you.
So in closing, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank one more group of people. And this was all born out of our collaboration that's been going on for the last 5 years, thanks to the help of Senator Josh Newman and getting us funding to the North Orange County Public Safety Collaborative. And there's 9 police chiefs and 2 captains of police at the Sheriff's Department who are the chiefs of police services for both Stanton and Yorba Linda. And it's this group of people that got together and said, how can we make this keep going and how can we take it to the next level? And without their support, this would not have been possible either. And so, like I said at the beginning of this, there's so many people to thank, and I'll end with this. We thank you. Thank you for making the time to come here today and join us. We're leaving here today, as I think all of us will, with a lot of hope. So thank you.